When I was in my group home, it definitely changed my life for the better. I don't know where I would be today if I was never in that group home. I would probably be in jail or dead.
You had talked about living in group homes, right? And so kind of what happened?
Me and my twin brother, we grew up with my father. My father is from El Salvador. So he came over here looking for a better life, you know, not knowing no English. So we grew up in Section 8. We grew up super hard. My dad used to work at gas stations, cleaning bathrooms, you know. My grandma used to watch us, but my grandma...
They can't control your two boys.
So she used to let us run the streets. And me and my brother, as much as my dad wanted to control us and lock us down, I mean, he was always working. So me and my brother ran the streets, basically got in a lot of trouble.
Are you willing to share any insight as to what kind of led you to the group home? If you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to talk about it. But did something crazy happen?
Everything that you can imagine.
Yeah, we're breaking into places, stealing.
Everything you can imagine.
Yeah. Did your brother go with you to all these places as well? Was it both of you or was it just Chris?
It's a place called Noise out here, which is a detention center for the youth. Me and my brother both were there. We were both in group homes, not in the same group home, but when we was locked up together, we would be in different dorms, in and out of jail, shelters, you know. And
how old were you when you first went to one?
I think the first time I went probably was like 14 or 15 years old.
Damn. So right in the middle of high school, you're changing, you just going through puberty.
I think it was middle school.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was middle school.
And I mean, that had been scary as hell for a little kid. So, I mean, but it obviously you're saying it didn't scare you enough to like clean up your act at that point?
Nah.
So what did you do? I mean, how long did you spend? Is it a week? Is it 2 weeks? Or?
Well, I would say I did juvie life. I got in when I was 15, and by the time I got off papers and everything, I think I was like 19, an adult.
Okay, so you're in and out of the system the whole time.
Yep. On
probations and all that. So did you have to do community service, that sort of thing?
Yeah, that been there, done that.
Yeah. How did that affect your mentality? I mean, growing up, like, can you remember how you thought of things back then?
To be honest with you, I thought all of that was normal.
You did? Okay. Because that's all you knew?
That's all I knew. That's what people around me were going through. I didn't know anything different. You know, honestly, everybody thought that I would end up in jail doing life or just wouldn't be nothing growing up.
And that stuck with you, right? I mean, I know that feeling where you think everybody's kind of doubting you, right? And then that usually helps fuel the motivation to do better in life. But most people don't. Most people fold and they just keep doing the same dumb shit and stay in the vicious poverty circle, I call it. Poverty circle of just up their life, going to jail, getting out, doing good for a couple months, and then again.
I never went to regular high school. I actually went to the alternative school when I was in middle school.
Wow. So you never did like the proms and the sports and all that stuff?
Nah. I'm actually a high school dropout as well. I dropped out at 10th grade.
Wow. And you've done so much. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, so you're going through all this sort of thing with the group homes. You eventually get out. Where are you living? What's your first job?
Well, when I was in the shelter, that's when I decided I wanted to be a barber. There was a gentleman who worked at the shelter, and he was a barber. And at that time, I was in the shelter waiting for placement because I just AWOL'd from another group home. And when I was in the shelter, when that barber cut my hair, that's the haircut that changed my life forever. And I say that because that haircut made me feel better about myself. It made me feel like everything is going to be okay. You know, it just with that haircut. And that's when I decided this is what I want to do. I want to make people look good and feel better about themselves. And that's when I started on my path as a barber. And then when I went to my group home, when I used to get in trouble, they used to send me to my room. You know, so when I was sent to my room, actually a lot, I used to draw hairlines. I used to draw beards, shape ups. You know, I used to do that for hours, you know, and I got into, when I was in my group home, it definitely changed my life for the better. I don't know where I would be today if I was never in that group home. I would probably be in jail or dead. People who come from where I come from don't make it to where I made it.
Yeah. So you should feel good. You should feel good.
Oh, I feel amazing about that. I still don't know what I did to deserve where I got in life and how far I've really come.